Since 1882, all the boxing greats have fought at Madison Square Garden. 140 years later, it's the first time ever that the two best pound-for-pound female fighters in the world are headlining a match at the Garden.
The biggest fight in women's boxing history, in the best possible stage it could be on. Madison Square Garden, which has been home to so many great fights on the men's side, being the host to the biggest fight in women's boxing history, arguably the biggest fight in women's combat sports history, there could be no better place for it.
Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor are setting a precedent for young female fighters and inspiring them.
Having the fight at the Garden makes it that much bigger. And these two are two of the most exciting female fighters in the world.
After April 30th, sky's the limit for female boxing.
In 2022, at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, they were the first female fighters to ever headline a combat sports card.
I think this fight genuinely is the most exciting fight in the sport, not just in female boxing, but in boxing as a whole.
13 years I've been a professional, and never did I imagine making the money I'm making today and headlining Madison Square Garden. Like, are you serious? You know, it wasn't not even a thought. And look, we're changing the game. Like, now younger girls in the sport can be like, I want to be just like those girls. I want to headline the Garden. Now there's hope for them. We never had that hope.
A fight worthy of the occasion. They fought for history, and they're making history. It is being buckled. Oh my word! Still the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
When I stepped in that ring and we went face to face and the referee is giving us our last instructions, I just remember looking at Katie Taylor, hearing the crowd and telling her, look what we did. Two girls did all this, and just hearing the crowd, that was when I realized we can do it and we continue to do it. And that was the moment when I realized that women's boxing is changing.
Even though it was tough on the body, I'm so proud to be part of such a fight of that caliber. And I know that there's so many young girls watching that fight who will take up the sport because of that fight, and who will be boxing in this same arena because of that night. And that to me is absolutely everything. When I started boxing as a 10-year-old, I didn't know any female fighters. I was the only girl in any boxing gym, but if I walk into every boxing gym in Ireland right now, it's packed with female fighters, and that to me is what it's all about.
In November of 2024, everyone watched them, and they stole the show.
Guts, glory, history made again. Taylor and Serrano with an epic encounter. What more do you want from professional boxing? Simply incredible. Wow.
74 million views on their fight, the most ever in North American sports history. The world was talking about Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, and so we all said, we gotta see it again. We have to see it again.
When I was growing up, it was a lot harder. I had to struggle my way through it. There was no competition around for me, there was no fights for me. I had to pretend I was a boy to get fights. I had the headgear on, my hair tucked in the headgear, and they just had my name down as Kay Taylor. And obviously when the headgear came off, then there was uproar because all the judges, all the officials knew that I was a girl.
Katie Taylor is one of the greatest fighters, I believe, in female boxing.
Amanda Serrano is a fantastic fighter. She's a great champion. She's not here for no reason. She deserves this opportunity as well. She's been around for a long, long time. She's been winning fights and winning belts for a long time. A pioneer in her own right, I think.
I believe because of Katie Taylor, female boxing, it has gotten more exposure.
Years and years later, we're still talking about the Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier kind of fights. I think years and years later from this fight, people are still going to be talking about Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano.
What makes this so special is this time around, they come back to the building where they made history in 2022, but they're bringing all their friends with them because for the first time ever in this building, Madison Square Garden, there will be an all-women's card.